Hi everyone, welcome back to Link's Awakening DX. So in this video we're going to take on the 7th dungeon, which is arguably the hardest dungeon in the game. It definitely has a bunch of cool tricks in it. Don't know why I paused there, don't know why I brought that out. I guess it makes killing these things a little bit faster, but I did have the hook shot for that. It definitely did not make it faster, look how long it took to die. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, the reason that this one is so, or it's like usually considered so difficult, is because it's just, like, I don't know, it's kind of split into two sections. The first one you have to go around and hit 4 pillars with this ball, and getting it around the level can be kind of a challenge, especially with the switch kind of like stopping certain things from working and stuff like that. Anyway, a cool glitch that you can do here, if you just come up to this and tap the A button with the power bracelet on, then these blocks will stop moving. This only works in, I believe it works in the Japanese version, I'm not sure. It definitely works in the North American one, which is what I'm playing on. It might have been patched in the European one. Anyway, with this ball, if you have the feather and the bracelet equipped at the same time, if you press both of them, he'll jump and pick it up, which saves a little bit of time, I guess. So here's the first pillar, just throw it at the pillar, please, thank you. I'm gonna kill this thing, because I think it's gonna... Nope, never mind, I'm not. Here's the second one. I've never really liked the way that these pillars look, just the fact that you can see the top of them. I think they should have made it so that it went all the way off screen. It just looks really silly. It's like the ceiling's transparent or something. That looks pretty lazy to me. But I don't know, maybe there just wasn't much else they could do. So that's 2 of them already. I mean, I'm trying to think of like where the challenge is getting from the first one to the second one. I think maybe they expected you to get both of them really quickly. So I'll hit this switch first, and I'll throw this down here. That's the last I'm going to use that for a little bit, because there's another little errand that I need to go and run. And just pop down here. And now that I hit that switch, all the blocks are inverted, which means that I can come back up here and actually get this chest, which has the mirror shield in it, which has absolutely no use whatsoever in this run, but I need to get it because it's 100% obviously. So I hit the switch again while on top of this, make sure I don't fall off. And try not to get hit by that thing. And now I'm down here. I can go up these stairs, and the mini-boss for the dungeon is up here. I mean, you can pretty much do the mini-boss whenever you like in this dungeon. It's not... like, you don't need to have done a certain amount to get to it, so... the fact that I'm doing it this early shouldn't really be that much of a surprise, so... skip his text, because he has quite a lot of it. Just going to stand up in this corner, and when the bats start coming at me, I'm just going to mash the A button, and it'll kill every single one of them really, really quickly. Okay, and now that they're all dead, I'm going to go into the room above me as soon as I can, and it's going to have a really cool audio glitch. That being that the mini-boss music keeps playing forever, or at least until like I do a save and quit or whatever, or die or something like that, but that's obviously not going to happen. And I really like this. I think it makes the dungeon so much more intense. I mean, the original music for this dungeon is quite nice, but I like this more. Definitely has a much better mood to it. Okay, so... nice. Yeah, probably gonna immobilize that guy. I want to push this block up, then do the block glitch again where you wall clip and go slightly to the left and push it. That moves it like that, which means I can quickly get through here. Toss the ball at that one. And here comes one of the harder tricks. Honestly, I find this one less consistent than Rooster Skip. But what I want to do is I want to stand about here, throw it downwards, so it's like right at the edge, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run towards it. I'm going to pick it up and jump at the same time, and then before Link lands on the pit, I'm going to throw it again. And then when that's done, I'm going to pause and pull out the hook shot and try and do the same kind of thing as Rooster Skip to get to the other side. I think I'm going to fall in the pit. Yep, I fell in the pit. I don't know, like, I'm really bad at that lately. I did get the ball across, which is the main thing. Unfortunately, the mini-boss music is now gone, but it's no big deal. Alright, let's just do that. Probably a stupid move, but I wanted to do it. Like, it's not really a big time loss or anything like that, it's just... I would have liked to have shown it off, but... I mean, I guess I am going to show it off, because I'm still going to do it. But what would ideally happen would be that after you threw it, you would pull out the hook shot and then do this kind of thing. Again. So I'm bringing up the map and just waiting for a frame where he doesn't move. He's getting too far to the left, it's making me nervous. Like that, so now I can just jump this way. And that skips quite a lot of the dungeon, quite a lot of the tedious travelling that you would normally need to do in here. So let's see, bracelet and Pegasus boots. What? Okay. Well, anyway, here's the last pillar. See, they did this one looks better, doesn't it, when it's like off screen? I guess just because it's like so high up. Anyway, that's the sort of main part of the dungeon finished. It's obviously lowered a lot now, which means that a lot of the rooms will have changed. It's the only dungeon that actually does this kind of thing, which is kind of a... It's a nice idea, but it's quite hard to find your way around it, I find. At least I used to think so when I was younger. So just going to fall down this pit. Not even going to have to kill that guy, but I need to be on this ledge right here because in this chest on the next screen, let me just pull out the hookshot for a little bit, quick travelling, is what should be the final secret seashell. Yep, I've got 20 now, so I won't have to bother with any more because after I get the upgrade that it gives you, they're actually just going to disappear from the inventory entirely. So I can just take this warp here, and you'll see that this place is completely changed. And I've already got the boss key from the mini-boss room, or the room after the mini-boss room, which means I can get in here. Another weird dungeon in that it like has the boss door directly, or before the place where you directly fight the boss. Interesting little thing to do, but yeah, the boss is up here. Now, one of the main reasons that I did Dungeon 8 before this one is because you can quick kill this guy with the magic rod, but before I get to that, I'm going to hold down here, and what this is going to do is, when he stops talking to me, before like the cutscene starts, Link is going to go off screen, and that's actually going to skip the whole cutscene where like the bird flies about and all that, or whatever it is. So now I can just spam this left and right. It's only going to take 3 short hits with this to kill it. It really makes a complete joke out of this boss. It honestly is probably the hardest one in the game if you don't do this. Because you're supposed to like use the mirror shield or whatever to like not get blown back by the wind, and then you're supposed to jump up and hit him or something. It's actually genuinely quite difficult. Okay, so almost got all the harp containers and harp pieces in the game. Here's the organ of Evening Calm, probably the nicest sounding of all the instruments. Always quite like this one, but yeah, that's the worst dungeon. I mean, not the worst dungeon, the most tedious and probably most difficult dungeon finished. So can just head back outside now, and Marin is going to be waiting for me with a condescending remark about how long I took, I'm sure. Yep. Maybe I should never have come back. That would have shown her. So in here is the last heart piece that I can collect, just underwater, and yeah, that means that the only hearts that I need to get now is the heart container from Dungeon 6. Alright, so I can just head onto land here. Don't know why I'm doing that. And head up here and in the warp. Magic Rod will just like catch onto anything that it's even remotely close to, so that'll just get rid of all those enemies really quickly. And now that I'm back in Animal Village, I'm going to keep Marin with me just because. And up here, that was quite weird. Anyway, in here is... Oh, I forgot to show off a cool glitch. Oh, it doesn't matter, it's not a big deal. If you jump inside there, rather than like walking in, then Link kind of spazzes as he moves upwards, because like, I wasn't actually moving him there when he moved up and then right, the game does that. So, yeah, here's the photographer, he's going to take this picture. I think the photographer looks a lot whiter here than he usually does. Usually he's kind of purple looking, pretty weird. Anyway. Yeah, so the 3 ones that I need to get are... Let me think real quick. There's Bow Wow, there's the one on the mountain, and there's the phone one in the village. Okay, so I'll be getting all 3 of them when I eventually get rid of Marin, which isn't going to happen right now, so in a little while. Actually, let's just get the boots out, because you can actually use the magic rod while you're running fast, so I'll just do that. Unfortunately, there is an owl text here that we can't skip, so gonna have to just listen to him. And he's telling us about the shrines, and we've already been to the South Shrine. It was where I went and did this colored tunic glitch, and got like the face key and the secret seashell. So, not gonna have to go down there again, just gonna have to navigate my way up here. If I'm lucky, this thing is gonna drop a bomb on those plants and it'll blow them up, and I'm not lucky at all. Who cares though, it's not a big deal. That cave up there I think it's like a fairy fountain, or it's some other like useless cave if it's not that. Okay, oops. So if I go to this guy and just run into him, just keep running, I'll just go straight in there. It takes a bit of damage, but not too much. So I'm going to need my hook shot out. And I can just hook shot straight across here. I could make this gap with the Pegasus boots, but there's no point. Much easier with the hook shot. So I can just slam into that really weird looking face thing. And that opens the 6th dungeon. Now I'm going to head in there, but I'm going to come straight back out, and which unfortunately means that Marin's going to have to talk to me several times. But the reason that I'm doing this is so that I can save warp back here in a second, which is just going to save quite a bit of travel time. Okay, so I'm going to jump off here because I'm actually really close to the place where you can like cash in the secret seashells. So I'll go and do that right now. Okay, so the bar's going to fill up completely this time. You don't get any additional bonus if you come here with more than 20, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering. It doesn't fill up any faster or anything like that either, it just stops at the top. But yeah, this really weird looking cutscene is going to give us the next sword. Getting it quite late in the game, I mean it's not really going to make much of a difference because I have this special tunic anyway, but yeah, here it is. Looks a lot bigger than it will later on. In fact, when you use it in combat, it looks exactly like the other sword. Anyway, it does that joke about putting your name on things, whatever. So I can just save warp back to here, and I'm already outside Dungeon 6, and I try to go back in, and Marin has to complain again. But, yeah, now that I'm in here, I can show it off. Got the level 2 sword, and yeah, it shoots beams when you're at full health, which is kind of cool, but ultimately useless, but whatever. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.